right.
Mind yourself, Suramya.
Okay.
Suramya is just about to take her first ride on a jet ski. So, any last words?
Keep me safe.
I'll try my best.
Okay. All right.
Keep your fingers crossed.
Completely crossed. Ah, excellent.
So, what do you think of the ride, Suramya?
It's absolutely great. Now, we are on the Benthara River, and this is the first time I've ever gone jet skiing. My heart is pumping. It's absolutely wonderful, and I can definitely say that water sports is ideal for those thrill seekers.
That's true. And from all the activities we've seen going here on the Benthara River today, it's certainly catching on in Sri Lanka now, isn't it, Suramya?
Yes, why don't we take a look? Buckle up the skis. Strap on the gloves. And is ready to go. Tushar Gunawardena is a pioneer in water sports, having taken part in many competitions both internationally and in the local front. He has represented the country in the Asian Games as well as the World Championships. 10 years ago, Tushar retired from competitive sport and established a water sports centre in Benthara. Today, he runs it with the help of his wife Natalie and trains those who show an interest in learning the ropes.
When we talk about windsurfing, there is also a very risky side, which is, okay, imagine you out there with the nice colorful sails and the board, and with you are dealing the big waves, which is like a 5-6 meter waves, and sometimes you're going to fall down. So then you must be a very good swimmer to deal with that kind of water condition. And because there is not only one wave is coming, because always the wave keep coming, and you have to somehow deal with it. So then that's the time you have to really be a very good swimmer, and also sometimes the wave may push you down. So then you must have enough air in your lungs until you come out, that you have enough air in your lungs.
Water sports is an addictive activity for thrill seekers around the world. They usually flock to the coastline at vacation time to try them out and have some fun in the sun. Sports like windsurfing, jet skiing, diving and water skiing have been a growing trend among many water sport lovers in Sri Lanka too.
I've been doing this sport for about 18 years. Actually, I was a full-time windsurfer. I started 1987 for windsurf, and then from 88 I started to compete inside the country and outside the country. And 1988 I was representing the Asian Games, and a couple of times I went also for Singapore for World Championship. And now since 10 years I am running this center. Actually, we are giving lessons from beginners to professional with water skiing and windsurfing. Especially with the windsurfing and water skiing, we have a guarantee of success for any beginner. Because this is the Benthara River. It's ideal for water sport because the water is very warm and the water is salty. And of course, the water change 4 times a day. It's very clean because by every time the tide change every 6 hours, low tide and high tide.
Down South Sri Lanka is an ideal location for trying out thrilling sports such as water skiing, surfing and jet skiing, thanks to the appropriate conditions such as wind and water. It attracts many tourists as well as locals, especially during weekends, and they happily try out all the sports available on site.
I started skiing when I was about 10 years old and I was very timid, so I was very, very frightened to do this. And all because of Tushar. Without him, I don't know how I would have started. He was very good. And yeah, so with him after a couple of lessons on the short rope, on the bar, I was on the long rope, skiing around the lake. And yeah, it's very exciting. It's a lot of fun. And to move in and out of the wake it's a good feeling.
Hi, my name is Katya. This is my daughter Katarina and Alexandra. We're here visiting at the moment. We have been doing this for the last 10 years, coming here, enjoying the water sports of wonderful Sri Lanka. And today we were out on the jet skis and the donuts and falling around in the warm waters. And we love it here. It's great. No?
Je suis venue au Sri Lanka la première fois en 1990 et c'est là que j'ai rencontré en fait mon mari qui est Tushal. J'ai toujours voulu apprendre à faire de la planche à voile et quand j'étais en vacances ici avec ma maman, j'ai pris des cours. Et en fait sur cette rivière de Bentota, c'est l'idéal car l'eau est calme et chaude et il y a toujours du vent. J'ai aussi appris à faire du ski nautique et en fait en 1998, je suis venue m'installer. J'ai marié mon mari. Et maintenant, nous avons 2 filles et nous avons en fait ce centre de sport nautique où nous pratiquons tous les sports que vous avez vus.
Since of late, many Sri Lankans are showing a growing interest in trying out these thrilling sports. The industry, however, is struggling to cater to the ever-increasing demands of these water sport lovers, who are growing radically with every passing year.
Again, unfortunately today the wind is very low, so it's very difficult to create a speed because this is windsurfing. For windsurfing, wind is stronger wind. So once we have the stronger wind, so then we can create the speed like a 60-70 kilometers per hour. And so when we talk about when we talk about the windsurf, the future of the water sports, and we have a very good future in this country because we are surrounded by the sea and we have a lot of lakes everywhere, all over the place. And the water is very warm, not like in Europe. Good sailors create in Asia because we have a low wind condition and the warm water, so we can train whole year round. And not like in the people are the windsurfers in Europe because they have a limited period which they can train.
All these sports, however, have a lot of risk involved. One has to always be aware of the safety measures that should be put in force when practicing these sports.